Hey guys, welcome back to Planning with Jamie. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're back in our Erin Condren 7x9 vertical planner. This is the old style one because the new style doesn't start until July. So we'll flip over at that point in time. The new one has lines in it. It's not going to change much as far as my sticker kits, except for there are 2 habit trackers down here. And then there are some circles over here to be able to do a check it off list. So I'm trying to decide exactly what to do with those. My gut says I'm just going to add 2 habit trackers to it because I feel like these boxes are probably a little bit more beneficial than like one little line worth of stuff. So anyways, we're on week 18. We are going to use kit 409 because guys, this is Mother's Day week. So remember, try to pre-plan, like maybe there's a chance there's a whole bunch of snacks or a buffet that you guys go to or something here on Mother's Day. Just try to pre-plan and be smart about it. And so this week we have to behave a little bit more to earn our goodness for Mother's Day. All right, so kit 409, we are going out of order here because last week we used kit 405. But we are going out of order because this is a Mother's Day kit. So like right here, it says Happy Mother's Day. Otherwise, it's a pretty neutral. You could probably get away with using it without even knowing it's a Mother's Day kit. But I wanted everything to match, and we already pre-planned, remember, on our live this week, we ended up pre-planning the whole entire month of May in our dashboard. We laid it all down. If you guys don't know, go ahead and go check that out. I find that May is just crazy. We're going to start laying stickers down here. I find May is just so hectic and crazy. A lot of people are calling it Maycember, like December, how crazy December gets. And it makes a lot of sense because it always looks like you have nothing on your schedule. And then lo and behold, y'all, it fills up really fast. And there's a lot of last minute stuff and all that kind of stuff. And so I have learned to pre-plan for May to be that crazy. And it's hard too because the weather has turned. We've had a lot of cold days, like even in the 30s. But also then we have days like today where it's supposed to be a high of 82, which is so wonderful. And I want to be outside. So I decided to do my chores this morning, and then I did some decluttering that I wanted to do in my master bedroom, and then sat outside for a little bit. We're going to record a little bit, and then I am allowing myself, once the kiddos get off of school, I'm allowing myself to go outside and to play with them. So it doesn't sound like something I should allow myself to do, but I am a workaholic. Like I'm just going to hustle all the time, basically. Let's get out some date dots here on our in our reusable sticker book, and we are the 4th is the first day, and I have a whole bunch of matching ones. We're just gonna go with these bold ones. I need to start using them. I keep forgetting all about them because I'm like, oh Jamie, it's so easy to just like write them in here. And I do offer it's just a little, probably about this size, that has the dates 1 through 31, and those would fit with these really well. And they are this font right here. So if you guys like something like that, that's a good option. But let's go ahead and get all these dates in. All right, so I like how that ends up looking. And then let's start putting in all of our boxes over here. I did end up weighing in this morning. I almost forgot. Usually as soon as I wake up in the morning is when I weigh in. And I didn't do that this morning, surprisingly. And so luckily, as I was decluttering, I went back and I weighed in. And I will say, you guys, I thought, ooh, the last couple of weeks, I'm not doing good. I was doing really good. I was getting to the point where my body was just like shredding the weight. Like I was seeing that flush that you get after a couple of weeks. And then I've gone downhill ever since then. And that's fine. That's fine. This is a new week. We're just going to restart. We're going to get going. We're going to stay true to ourselves. I have recently, for my morning mocha, I made a pretty big change. So I'm having instant coffee that is mocha flavored, and then I'm pairing it with my protein shake. So not only, normally my mocha in the morning, I would allow myself 200 calories, which is pretty high out of 15 to 1700 calories. But I would allow myself 200 calories per day of mocha because I enjoy it, and I can't do the 0 calorie like the artificial sweeteners because they give me migraines. And so what I decided to do instead was, now I use the instant coffee mocha and I pair it with my protein shake. So before, I would have 200 calories worth of mocha and 150 calories worth of protein shake. And now the calories are basically almost all just the protein shake. So it was a really, really smart move. It tastes so good, you guys. Like literally, it tastes just as good as what I was buying. And so yeah, I recommend find little things like that. I also find that we're going to put all our carbs, proteins, fats, and calories down here. I also find summertime, I almost do quite a bit better just because naturally there's a lot of fresh fruit. You're grilling out. We like to grill out chicken often. We don't deep fry anything. We either bake or grill stuff anyways. But yeah, you don't have as much as the thick, hearty meals as you do during the winter time. So I also am like very motivated to get my body moving when it's nice outside. My hard part is this right here. Guys, it's my business. That is my little hiccup. And so I'm also scheduling in my workouts so that there's no excuse. And I have to say, I have been enjoying still Grow with Joe because I love that the girl can hit it hard and be really short. Like, I don't have tons of time, but I love my Grow with Joe. And then there's a couple more on YouTube. I have a really nice treadmill that I kind of want to move into the garage, but I'm really in between on that. I don't want neighborhood kids on it to either get hurt or to ruin it. And most of them are very good. If I say like, there is no touching this, they're okay, but there's a couple that might. And then the other issue is like, where do I park my vehicles then? Because the treadmill is so big that it's going to interfere with our vehicles going in at that point in time. So that kind of stinks, but we'll get it all figured out. We will do it. Okay, let's go back over here and we are going to, let's start with this color and we're just gonna go across here. Love it. And then let's do the green. So yeah, I just need to like force myself to set an alarm every couple of hours to like go for a 10-minute walk. And those 10-minute walks like add up really, really quickly. So the new thing that I am doing is 10 minutes of movement per day. So let's go ahead and write that in. One is track my food. So it doesn't matter how much exercise I do. If I don't go into a deficit, then it's like I'm not going to be losing weight or changing my body. I will say I had a family member actually ask how much weight I've lost, that they have noticed a difference in my body. So composition has changed, but this last month was bad for my weight. So track my food and then 10 minutes of movement daily. Okay, and I feel like that is a really good focus because 10 minutes never stays 10 minutes. Like once you get out there, you're like, oh my gosh, let's go farther. Let's walk more. Let's this and that. And so I keep on finding these little pocket of times of when like a walk could work, like drop my girls off at dance and then I go walking. And then other stuff ends up happening that I have to like go pick up something or go shopping, and I'm like, oh my gosh, if I do that, then I don't really have the time anymore to do the walk that I wanted to do. But I need to accept 10 minutes is fine. Like if that's literally all I have that day to give is 10 minutes, then that's what I do. So I also have been naturally waking up earlier in the morning because, you know, the sun rising earlier. And so that is a really, really great opportunity to get my steps in. And that's where I want the treadmill in the garage, because I actually feel like I go harder and faster when I'm on a treadmill versus when I'm walking around our neighborhood. So there we go. And then we are going to go into this color next. Yeah, my hard part also, okay, and then green. My hard part is I live in the Midwest. It gets really hot in our garages during the summertime, and so I'm a little bit worried. I don't want to ruin my treadmill, and it'll get dusty. Versus right now, it's in our finished basement, so there's not like the dustiness and all that kind of stuff going on. And you guys are like, just go in your basement and do it. I don't know, like I want the outside feel though. This is being very picky and choosy. Where I really wanted it was in my guest room because there are windows and then I can get all the same feel. And I'm not worried about where it's at in my basement is outside of 2 of my kiddos' rooms. And so I'm always worried about waking him up so early. Like if I go down there at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then I wake him up, I'm going to feel horrible. And so, I don't know. They would probably sleep through it. I'm probably just way overthinking this, right? Just tell me I'm crazy. Oh, but yeah, I am honestly considering asking my husband to help me carry it. It is so super heavy, but to help me carry it up the stairs and out to the garage to try that for a little while, because who knows, I might just absolutely love it. It won't fit in our guest room, even if we have a desk in there, and even if I get rid of the desk, it won't fit. I've already measured it. It's like a whole foot too long. Like it's pretty significantly too long. So as of right now, I'm just going to stick with my YouTube videos. So in the morning when I get up, instead I do my YouTube videos. And then once one of the kiddos wake up and come down, they kick me off the TV. They will sit there while I finish my video. I don't just allow them to kick me off. So it's a journey, guys. It's a journey. You would think it would be so easy, and I really do feel like a lot of my hiccup as far as schedule and getting stuff done is the pure fact that I just have so many people dictating my time. And that sounds negative. It's just the truth as a mom, though. Like, my time is not my time. I'm always going to prioritize my kids' needs over mine. And then there's other times where, like, today we had to take our truck into the shop. And so I had to go, like, driving this morning, all that kind of stuff, instead of doing the workout. But we have gotten a lot of stairs in today with all the cleaning and stuff. So the next thing I'm going to do after this, I haven't eaten lunch yet. So I'm going to film this. Then I'm going to eat a little bit of a snack, not a heavy lunch at all. And then I'm going to go do my workout. And then I will come back through and eat an actual lunch, like or a second snack. We'll see. A lot of times after I work out, I'm not super hungry. But my neck yesterday felt really horrible. If you've been around for a while, you know that my neck has been locked up for a good portion of a month. But my neck actually is feeling quite a bit better today. And so I'm gonna lift weights because I really miss it. Okay, food log comes down to here. Okay, and then focus is our center one. I will say too, so I wrote in on the rings what my goals are. So 500 for move, 20 minutes of activity, and 12 for stand. Guys, I haven't been hitting them. Like, usually my stand I always hit, and recently I am not as consistently. I guess I should go look through there. I feel like I am not, but then sometimes when I backtrack and I actually write in what my ring numbers are and all that kind of stuff, I actually surprise myself. But I don't feel like I am doing as good as I was. Part of it was the pain, and part of it is just like prioritizing my sit down work too much. So I'm also thinking forward, because this is good and bad. So when my kids are home from summer break, I actually feel like our schedule is crazy because they're home, but it also opens it up that I can work out. What gets crazy though is being able to do work such as this, or record, or design time, or because I want to do the fun stuff with my kiddos. Did I? Yes. Okay. I want to go and do fun stuff with my kiddos, or hang out with my kids and all this kind of stuff. So I think what I am looking at is actually just implementing a schedule for myself so that I can turn off from the business. And that way, when I am on for the business, I could be more productive, like more focused. So it would look like, you know, maybe I get up early in the morning and I go for my walk either on the treadmill or around our neighborhood, because we have an awesome neighborhood to walk around in. And then I can come home and do my workout, my YouTube workout. And then I can, when do I work this week? The 6th and 7th. Okay, but I could do my morning workout and then work for a couple hours, because my kids are like just naturally lazy in the morning. When they get up, I definitely like cuddle them and sit on the couch with them and ask them how they're doing and all that kind of stuff. But then they like to sit around for the first couple of hours. And so I feel like taking the opportunity of when they are sitting around, we are just going to put right in the middle here, work, so that I know those 2 days are full. But while they're being lazy and sitting around, then I can go ahead and I can do a couple hours of this type of work, and then cut myself off at, I don't know, like 10:30 or 11, and just be like, okay, now it's family time. So that is what I'm considering doing. And then I also feel like I just need to prioritize the movement better. So like, honestly, just take my tennis shoes everywhere with me, because there's so many times that I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to get out and I want to go on a walk. And I'm like, I have flip-flops on. It's not the right one. And every now and then I will go on a walk, but then my feet are hurting from it. And so I have to just take my tennis shoes along with me. Or I have enough pairs. I need to just leave a pair in the truck. That's what I should do. See, this is why I like talking out loud with you guys, to figure out what we want to do. Okay, this day we have prom and deck hockey, so we're going to be busy, busy, busy. So I am going to like label this as an automatic rest day and just give myself grace, because yeah. And then this is Mother's Day, but I still feel like I should be able to get something in. So let's put both of them down. Let's go and get another one of the weights right here. There we go. And then Mondays are our weigh-in days. Actually, let's put in our rings first and our waters. So our waters go down here, and this works really, really well for me. Oh, and we've got to remember to get log food out, because that really helps too. So, yeah, this weekend was not good for food. Yesterday specifically. The day before wasn't bad. But yesterday we ordered breakfast pizza. And so there's lots of cheese on breakfast pizza. And then we went out to eat, which it was just so salty. Like, I feel so bloated from it. And I don't know. Like, I need to get better at just being like, no, I don't want to go out to eat. Let's grill something instead. So my husband was craving something is why we went. All right. Here we go. Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. I need to get back to quite a few weeks ago. I was like highlighting off everything that I did that was a positive thing in here, and there was a lot of highlighting. And I need to get back to that because I feel like I can't honestly highlight much the last couple of days. So, yeah, it's just pushing myself to get uncomfortable again. That's how you become consistent, is working through being uncomfortable. So let me know down below with the new, I'm obviously going to have to offer like the old kit and the new kit, the one with habit trackers, or I might just try to find a way to squeeze them onto this page. You can see this page is so full already though. There's like no white space left, but try to figure out how to put 2 habit trackers on this somehow. That's the hard part, is how does that happen? But we'll try to figure it out. Okay, so I need log food and I need weigh-in. All right, so we have those 2. Let's use weigh-in first because we just need 1 right here. There we go. And then let's do, I weigh in every morning, but that's kind of more my official one. I have gone back and forth on whether I want to use the average because it literally can change like 3 to 4 pounds overnight. And it's not obviously a gain, but like my weigh-in this morning was really bad. Do I think I'm truly that number? No, I think it's because I had a lot of sodium at the meal last night. And so that's why I think I need to just average it. Probably like one Monday to the next Sunday and average that out for the Monday morning weigh-in. And that be my official weekly. So, like I said, I was doing really good. My body got to a point, it takes a good 2 to 3 weeks to get to this point, but my body got to a point where it was just shredding. Like the weight was just like flying off and I didn't feel bloated. I felt great, all this kind of stuff. And I've gone to the doctor and we are working on a few things. And so I think that will help greatly also. Let's go ahead. And these stickers are from The Right Place. And we like to set up over here what the goal is. So I want to do, let's get back there. I want to do this again right here. So lift 3 times a week and walk 4 times in the week. I feel like I should be able to do those. So let's put both of those. I'm going to put that right there. And I really like this lift girl. And then let's do the treadmill. I don't know. I've been wanting to do the treadmill lately. I don't know why. All right. So we will put lift and put 3 boxes. 1, 2, 3, and then let's put walk and put 4 boxes. And if I do more than that, then great. And if I do just that, then that'll be awesome. Then the other part that I like to put is what my calories and all that kind of stuff is, because when I flip through this 6 months from now, I want to know like how close was I and all this kind of stuff. So 1600 to 1700. I think let's put 1550 to 1700. We are going to do that. And then protein, carbs, and fat. I remember my fat is 41 because I just never hit it. I'm always higher than that. 178 and 130. 178, which I do hit sometimes, and then 130. I usually do the best with my protein goal out of all of them. So far here on Monday, we had, let's call it protein mocha. And then we ended up, what are they called? I'll call it a pork burrito. There was a little bit of leftovers that I didn't want to go to waste, and so it's just a whole bunch of meat wrapped in a shell. And there was cheese on top of it, but I took the cheese off of it. And so that's not that bad. And then here getting ready, I don't know what I'm going to have for lunch quite yet. I kind of want a tuna sandwich, so we might do that, which is a good choice. Okay, steps. What are our goals for steps? I feel like I haven't been getting them in. Let's do 5,000 to 7,000. So goal 5 to 7K per day. That is a big range. We will see. There's no reason why I'm not hitting it, right? So, okay, we have this all ready for us. I absolutely love it. My goal for this week, the main focus for this week is tracking my food. And I do that on my Fitness Pal. So if you guys are doing this, see, I could struggle too. Okay, like you are not alone. I struggle. I fall off the bus. But I will say, when I lost my 40 pounds before, it was the tracking the food that made the biggest thing, and weighing it. So get yourself a scale, weigh it, track your food, and you will surprise yourself. And then quite a few months after, you can start working out, and that'll help with like how your body looks and not just the weight loss. So, all right, this kit 409 is linked down below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.